Yo, what is up? Michael Schreiber here. Day 17 of the $0 to $30,000 in revenue in this concrete company. And our update for today for the revenue numbers is still 0. But we're cranking away, man. We just got done with a quote. I'm starting this intro a little bit late. So we had the one quote today, and I'm actually doing more market research today, which we tell everybody to do as far as like just really seeing where people are at in the area as far as pricing, because I want to make sure that I'm sending out not the cheapest quote, but I want to be competitive. And so we've got a couple people coming to the house today to see where they're at, and honestly, maybe if they're cheap enough, I'll have a new sub, so we'll see about that. But yeah, so today, you know, and the other thing that I'm doing today is I'm saying screw it, and I'm just gonna use Fused Media's, like my marketing agency's Google ad account for our concrete company's Google ads, so that we can launch those and really start looking for some higher intent buyers at this point too. Because I want more reps right now. We're not doing enough reps. The company didn't exist, you know, just a few short weeks ago, and we've got, you know, a pipeline out there of like 25,000 or something like that. After today, it'll probably be what, like 30 something. Yeah. 35,000. And the guy today, he wants to move pretty quickly. So that's another reason of like why I want to make sure that like we're priced competitively. I don't want to be the cheapest. I do obviously want to make money. You know, we need to be profitable so we can pay employees and grow, but you know, I just want to make sure that that we're competitive. So that's kind of what we're doing today. I've also got my web ops manager going in our website, and he's going to be doing some more on-page SEO work, and then maybe like a couple blogs and stuff, just to try and like increase our organic ranking while we're unable to have a Google business profile. It's really important that we're trying to just exhaust every other resource. So that's kind of where we're at for today. You know, again, today the driveway, we went on a quote for a driveway replacement. It's actually pretty big, so I'm pretty excited about that. We're gonna do some more follow-up, and then we're just gonna be building out these systems for how we deliver quotes. Even just like calling some of these people to get quotes, it's been like, man, our process is like way more beefed up and like professional, but we want to add to that, right? Like we want to make it so that, you know, when we're delivering quotes, we're delivering them in the best way possible and getting everybody, you know, all the information that they need to make a decision as quickly as possible, and then figuring that out, right? Like, are you ready to do this right now, or do we need to follow up with you in, you know, a month or 3 months or whatever? So yeah, just really trying to iron out processes and find new ways to get leads, get opportunities. We are going to start trying to work on like some of the commercial side of things. I do want to be more cash flowing with residential, but it's not a bad idea to try and get some of those commercial projects as well. They're just not going to be as cash flowing, and so that's the only downfall. But anyways, that is where we're at for day 17, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. All right, so we are heading back to the house, and so we had the one quote earlier this morning. Ryan did some follow-up on some leads that came through that had not been booked, and we got one of them booked, so we went out and got some measurements at his place, and we'll be sending out both of those this evening. But what we're trying to do is negotiate with our sub now, because I got a quote sent to me already from a guy out here for like at my house, and I'm like, dude, we are not very competitive on price right now. We're definitely on the way high end, and I don't necessarily want that. You know, I want to be competitive on price. I don't want to be the cheapest, but so we're trying to negotiate a little bit with our sub. Worst case, we'll find someone else, you know, and that's completely fine. But yeah, so feeling really good about it though. I mean, we've got more and more quotes going out, so someone's going to close here soon, and then it's going to be, the floodgates will be opened, especially with Google ads going live. That's going to be really big. So yeah, we're going to head back, work up these bids, potentially get set up on an old buddy has a software for estimating, and it just like has a lot more functionality than what GHL can do right now, and I think it can connect with it, so might as well, because our beginning of the process with leads is amazing compared to the people that we came and had quote. Like, you know, nobody sent any confirmation, nobody really did anything that like made them stand out professionally. But the guy that sent me a quote, his estimate stood out like crazy. Like, it's beautiful, it was great. I mean, it was like just well put together, great information. So I want to make sure that we are competitive on that end as well, because ours look pretty basic through GHL right now, and maybe we can edit them a little bit. But yeah, so we'll see about that. We'll see what happens there, if we get that set up or not. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. What's Ryan think?
It's been great getting the comparison with our competition for pricing. I mean, obviously that's a huge point in any industry, is making sure you're competitive, but like Michael was saying, not being the cheapest, but still having the right value. So, you know, we're doing the research and like Mike likes to say, putting the reps in.
Reps, baby. That's how I got these big muscles. Just kidding. Ryan's pushing me to do that too. So anyways, we'll see if we do a little check-in tonight. If not, join the Wealthy Contractor group. We have all of this stuff in there for free that is just absolutely insane, that will help you build such an incredible business. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, so day 17, just wanted to do a little checkout here. Today was actually a pretty productive day. I'm telling you guys, it's just the reps, it's the momentum, like it just keeps happening. So we started the day with one quote, and we did some follow-up on some leads that we had from Facebook, and one of the guys answered, which is why you don't just one and done your leads. You continue to follow up with them. We have text flows that go out to them too, but obviously, you know, doing manual calls is always a great option as well. But we are launching, we figured out a way to do blue bubble text, basically iMessage through our white label of GHL, but also we can get it set up in any GHL. So if you want to learn more about that, let me know. But they've done studies on it, and it basically doubles response rates. So anyways, side note there, we're getting that set up. It just takes a couple weeks to like port the number and everything. Yeah, so we got a quote same day quote that we got from Facebook, from an older Facebook lead. So that's really good. And so we got 2 new driveway quotes that are going out by the end of tonight, probably within the next hour or so. And we ended up negotiating with our sub for some better pricing, which is a huge win. We were realizing like how high we were basically sending out these quotes because of a somewhat of a miscommunication as far as like demo costs. And basically we're able to like negate the demo costs on like most projects. Obviously, if they're huge and it's going to be like an entire day of demo, then that's going to be a different story. But that's a big win for us, because even the quotes that we've like adjusted so far, we're already able to lower those like $1,000 to $2,000. So that's going to be a huge difference maker moving forward. Again, so I did some market research as well to see where other people are coming quoting. Obviously, now I have, you know, a larger project that I could ask them to quote as far as like my driveway extension. And so I think some people are giving us a bit of a deal on that, but it's still like, man, if people can do that, then, you know, obviously our quotes are a little bit high. So again, we were negotiating for some better prices per square foot on that. But also I made a connection with one of the guys. I was like, I just could tell, like I was watching the way that he was like processing the project and the questions he was asking and how he was saying he was going to do things. And I was just like, I'm gonna go for it with this guy, you know? And so while he's like, you know, measuring our stuff, I was like, hey man, if I start a concrete company and just sell deals, will you fulfill for me? And he's like, oh yeah, definitely, man, I'll do that. And so apparently he had already done that with a guy that also had a marketing agency. I don't even know, I gotta look this guy up. Had a marketing agency, did the same thing, and like blew up the company like crazy big. So I was like, man, that's really cool. Like, what a connection to make. So those are some pretty big wins for us. I still got to figure out his pricing, what he's willing to do for me, but it seems like he's going to give us a pretty good deal, if not matching what we're currently doing, which is cool, but hopefully he can beat it. Anyways, I'm telling you guys, just more and more momentum, you know. This is ground zero while also having another company. So we're just keeping the ball rolling, keeping momentum going, and oh man, just gonna break that door. Yeah, I'm super excited. Like, it's taken everything out of me to run the agency, to build the course, to build this company as well, but it's starting to get, you know, fulfilling, and seeing the results and seeing everything compound is really good. We're only getting a couple hundred views per video, but like, dude, that's really cool to me. Like, it's really cool that people are finding these valuable and getting something out of these. So I really appreciate you guys. Again, join the group, The Wealthy Contractor. It's free. You know, even if if you know everything, get in there, let's connect, let's talk in there. We are trying to get engagement up more in there, so join, let us know where you're from, let us know who you are, and a lot of you I'm sure could learn a lot in there. It's free, and yeah, so join the group, like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.